Hello! I am Ori P. Canete, better yet call me Or. I am an NSTP student enrolled in this semester in the University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandaue. I am doing this vlog as an asynchronous activity that will present an introduction to myself and how I perceive things about the human nature. Now, let me begin. My top 3 strengths, as I could humbly present, are being respectful, determined, and sociable, easy to get along with. With this, I also admittedly become aware that some of the areas that may be improved in me as I am a work in progress, such as being meticulous in everything I do, in which as a result took me a lot of time to finish just one task. Then comes managing my time. That is why I always have a planner with me to keep me in track of the tasks to be done. And thirdly, sometimes I lack self-confidence because of my pimples. Personally, there are things that make or define us to be human beings. These include, firstly, we have the ability to think, the awareness in what is happening around us, and being aware of ourselves. Not to forget self-determination, which refers to being goal-oriented and self-directed, and the capability of making choices and decisions based on our preferences. Free will that enables us to act willfully, control, and recognize ourselves as the source of action is another thing. Importantly, a human being is morally aware of what is right and wrong, and so will face the consequences of his or her actions, and that completes the list. I also firmly or consistently believe in the biblical views that the Supreme Being entrusted to the human person the care of creatures on the earth, especially those that we pet or make companion with. Philosophically, sociologically, or anything possibly human being is always very complex and dynamic. From piece of consciousness to the zettabyte or qubit of data, human evolution is always present. This, I think, that Maslow's hierarchy of needs is very true and correct. That human being, though have diverse characteristics, have this one common goal, which is to survive, and in the hope to live a life that is satisfying. To survive and to be satisfied means that our needs must be met. However, to achieve self-actualization, which is on top of all the needs, one most likely has to meet the first physiological needs, such as food, water, sleep, and the likes, most essential of all of these. Second, the safety needs, followed by the need of love and belonging. Then esteem, the desire to feel good about ourselves. Lastly, that is when we reached on top, the feeling of fulfillment, the self-actualization. We make and define laws, principles, idealisms, theologies, concepts, and even values. To name, first is religious. Religious, which my family itself is an example. We are an active member of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo, in which we believe and worship God. Next is hardworking. And as an example, some Filipinos worked 2 shifts and others entered even the hardest job in order to provide the needs of the family. Lastly, Filipinos are known for being hospitable, might be to fellow or foreign visitors, very welcoming and friendly to others.
Boss or leader?
For me, it is leader, because aside from being an inspiration, a leader forms harmonious relationship with others, and it serves as a role model of the team.
Group or alone?
For me, it is a group. Since working with others develops my public self, and I believe that I can learn a lot from them, as knowledge is not monopoly.
Indoor or outdoor?
For me, it is outdoor, since the beauty of nature makes me feel relaxed and at peace.
Beach party or ML Bang Bang party?
For me, it is beach party, because I prefer the physical presence of my friends and talk to them deeply about life.
Online or traditional?
For me, it is traditional, since in terms of education, not everyone has the capability to cope up with a change, and in terms of courtship, traditional is way more passionate.
Talk or listen?
For me, it is to listen, since I love hearing thoughts and stories from others.
English or math?
For me, it is math, since analyzation and computation is my thing, and maybe it runs in our blood, not to brag.
Morning person or nocturnal person?
For me, a morning person, because I am used to watering our plants every morning.
Me or others?
For me, it is me. For how can I be that good friend to others or good family member if I myself will be of their concern because I was not able to love and take care of myself and be a burden to them?
TikTok or YouTube?
For me, it is TikTok, since aside from being fun, it shows our creativity, talent, and we can learn a lot of things, might be in art, photography, videography, health, and more, in which it is not boring as it is short yet informative. That is my thing. This has been Ori, and let me give you this takeaway. No matter how hard things were, we should always remember that everything is just temporary, and we won't let those temporary happenings affect our lives all throughout. We should not let our fears be bigger than our dreams. 3 words I want you to keep in mind: faith, love, and hope. Have faith in God, for He is the Creator and our Savior, and He wouldn't give us challenges and tribulations that we cannot surpass, that is beyond our capacity. Have love in everything you have and what you do. Appreciate every little thing and always have a thankful heart, because a person with a thankful heart induces positive outlook in life. Lastly, hope. A brighter future awaits to those who hopes with a pure heart and a clean mind. We can all do this with God's guidance and His perfect time. The situation we are currently in may be a catastrophe in our eyes, but this may be a blessing in disguise. Keep safe and know that you are loved. Thank you.